Straight ahead on UTD TV News, Retta takes the stage at UTD.
UTD opens its fall semester with welcome week.
Look out for the new parking changes being made on campus. Hello, and thank you for tuning into UTD TV News. I'm Priya Gidvani.
And I am Yassine Kandwala.
At the top, on August 26th, UTD hosted the Big Bad Comedy Show where Retta took the stage.
Retta from Parks and Rec?
That's the one. Our reporter Kara was able to get an interview with the show's opener, Prashant, and Retta.
This past Wednesday, comets gathered here in ATEC, waiting in line for more than an hour and a half to see the Big Bad Comedy Show. I'm Kara Santucci for UTD TV and the UTD Mercury with the story. The show had the audience laughing long after they left their seats. I got to sit down with Prashant and Retta to discuss their careers, from humble beginnings to future prospects. Prashant Venkataramanujam opened the show for Retta. He got his start in stand-up comedy performing in a friend's basement in Chicago.
Definitely a Superman, Clark Kent kind of thing where by day you have to kind of like figure out what you're doing. I mean, even now.
In his Superman Clark Kent style life, he worked as a consultant during the day while performing in clubs around the city at night. After touring the United States with his act, he decided to relocate to LA.
I know a lot of comics who they don't write anything down, they just workshop stuff on stage. But for me, it's really hard to feel like I'm getting up on stage without having a point to what I'm trying to say.
After much anticipation and a rescheduled Springapalooza show, Retta took the stage. During her act, she revealed that she had been a pre-med major in college.
I've had an experience right now, it's like usually you get scared, you want to take any job. And I've gotten to a place where I am not doing that anymore.
She got her start in stand-up comedy working at a club called Charlie Good Times. She got her big break after winning Comedy Central's first stand-up competition in 1999. From there, she signed a deal with ABC Disney.
So I just tell stories, I embellish everything, but they usually come from life. They're generally stuff that happened to me.
You can catch Retta in Bravo's new show, A Girlfriend's Guide to Divorce, where she plays a supervisor to Abby, the lead in the show. This has been Kara Santucci, signing off.
Thanks, Kara. That's not all that happened on campus these last 2 weeks.
The students of UTD kick-started the new school year with Welcome Week. The events went on from August 24th to September 4th. The annual Comet Luau was a big hit, bringing in hundreds of new familiar faces. With the tropical theme, Residence Hall West welcomed students with exotic foods and entertaining shows performed by our very own UTD students. Also a huge hit, the Comet Carnival, which consisted of several student organizations, greeted new members, while Nesquik treated our students with fresh chocolate milk in an amusing contest. The fun didn't stop there, however. Reckonweld cooled the week down with water slides, Dunkin' Boots, and fresh snow cones.
With UTD being a growing university, there are constant changes being made on campus. Many of us commuters can relate to the mission of finding parking and navigating through the construction. As the student body is growing, there is a need for more parking spots. Though Lot K is being transformed into an expansion of the SSB, UTD is accommodating this change by expanding Lot U and Lot T. There will also be a new parking garage with an estimate of 1,150 new spots. The majority of commuters are guaranteed to find a parking spot on campus. The funding for these new spots is being drawn from an increase in permit prices. Parking will continuously be a work in progress due to the increasing student population. So make the Comet effort and take the Comet cab. Also, follow us at UT Dallas Parking on Twitter for updates.
You know what else is being updated? The food on campus.
Our senior reporter Natalie was able to get the inside story on these new changes.
The new school year brings new renovations on campus, and dining has expanded with 7 new dining options for students with the addition of a new meal exchange program. The new dining options offer more variety in dietary needs that students in past focus groups saw a demand for.
Well, one of the biggest, obviously, is different dietary needs. So looking for vegetarian options, looking for healthy food choice options. So, for example, at the pub now, we have an enhanced menu that has salmon. It has more salads, more salmon options. We have vegetarian options, both at Moe's, as well as you can also get a vegetarian option at Panda Express, as well as the salad, which we call Create on campus.
The changes to dining services at UTD will not only benefit the students, but the school as a whole.
The university is not just crawling towards, but leaping towards Tier 1 status. And I think that we now have presented the platform, if not almost there, for a Tier 1 status food program.
The food court also brings other benefits besides dining choices.
Strategically, it opens up more of the seating in campus where traditionally all of those seats, a couple hundred seats were basically closed off because you had to pay to get in and eat at the dining hall. Now that it's a la carte, basically you choose whatever retail you want, but even if you just want to have a study group there and you just want to sit there, it opens up a lot of that.
Whatever dining preference students might have, there is surely an option for them on campus. From Richardson, Texas with UTD TV News, this is Natalie Pena-Marcus.
Thank you, Natalie. For all you sports fans out there, let's catch you up on what's going on both on and off campus.
Do you remember Usain Bolt? Well, he was the Olympic men's track and field champion. And get this, he is still considered the fastest man alive. How? The 100-meter world record holder defended his title as the world's fastest man on August 23rd. Bolt ran a season best time of 9.79 seconds in Beijing at the IAAF World Championships, beating U.S. runner Justin Gatlin, who himself ran the fastest in the world this year at 9.74 seconds, but he fell short from the Jamaican runner. Bolt now has 6 international 100-meter world championships. That includes the World Championships as well as the Olympics. Now, you cannot stop these boys. I'm talking about the little leagues. The World Series has come to an end, and get this, the champions this year is Japan. They started the series with a 7-5 win over Asia Pacific at Volunteer Stadium in 6 innings, and they continue to push hard to bring home the title. For UTD TV, I'm Katia Guillaume.
Hello, Comet Sports Nation. The UTD soccer teams for both men and women started with a win this week. The women's team played Laterno and won in overtime. The women's only goal of the game was scored by Megan Megavaro. Go Megan. The men's team played their rival UT Tyler. The men's team won in regulation. Their goals were scored by JT Hawkins and Eric Rice. The Comet season is looking great. Go Comets! We have some fun games coming up for both men and women. The men's team will be hosting the next 5 home games in the next 2 weeks versus Luthers, Whitman, Southwestern, and Trinity and Austin College. In the meantime, the women will be playing 4 home games too. They will host Principia, Mount St. Mary, George Fox, and Lewis St. Clark. For the schedules and other game time information, you can check out our Comet Sports website. It is free for all students with a Comet card. Come check out and cheer for your Comets. Did you hear? It's free for all students with a Comet card. This is Samira. I'm out.
Thanks, you guys. Now, for those of you wondering, what's the latest in gossip entertainment-wise?
Welcome to UTD Entertainment. I'm Sravi Bapori.
And I'm Inji Chong.
So EJ, let's talk about what's trending on everyone's Twitter newsfeed.
Well, the MTV VMAs, or Video Music Awards, hosted by Miley Cyrus, were held this past Sunday on August 30th. And I just have to ask, what in the world happened?
Well, to start off, Kanye West announced that he's running for the President of the United States in 2020 in his acceptance speech for the Michael Jackson Vanguard Award.
I would just like to say that if Kanye West wants to run for the President of the United States, at least he'll have 2020 vision.
In all seriousness, though, do we really want a President West? Or maybe the better question is, are we ready for him?
Well, Kanye West, in the more controversial things that he said, has actually made some valid points about American issues such as police brutality and race. So I don't think we can say that this guy is a dumb guy.
Kanye wasn't the only one to go off script on Live. While giving her acceptance speech for hip-hop music video of the year, rapper Nicki Minaj responded to a comment made by Miley Cyrus.
In Miley's interview with the New York Times, the former teen pop star said she didn't respect Nicki's statement about inequality in the music industry because of the anger that came with it.
After Nicki thanked her fans and her pastor, she redirected her speech to call Miley out,
saying, and we quote, "Now back to this, who had a lot to say about me in the press the other day."
To which Cyrus did counter with how the media tends to twist words and the media is still talking about them.
Ironically, it seems that Nicki pulled a hoedown throwdown, but the stars themselves seem to have moved on.
Well, that's all the news for celebrity drama. Next week, who's going to fight next?
I'm Unji Chong.
And I'm Stravia.
And this is UTD Entertainment.
Let's move on from this drama, shall we? Here's a rundown of what's happening in government at the moment. Though Donald Trump is unpopular with the minority votes because of his outspoken nature, he and Ben Carson are currently leading the Republican Party polls in the first primary voting state of Iowa. On the other side, President Obama recently made a trip to Alaska. While he was there, he renamed Mount McKinley, which will now be known as Denali. He brought back the native name that has deep cultural significance for the state. Also, the Obama administration has finally struck a nuclear deal with Iran. Senator Barbara Mikulski of Maryland was the 34th senator to announce support for the deal. With the necessary votes needed, Obama has secured a veto-proof pact.
What can you guys look forward to in the future on campus? UTD has several upcoming events in these next 2 weeks. On September 8th, UT Dallas Dining Services is holding a pop-up farmers market with fresh food from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. at the Plinth. Like to sing and listen to music? The Black Student Alliance will be holding a karaoke night September 10th from 6:30 to 8:30 at Residence Hall South. For more events happening on campus, check out www.utdallas.edu/calendar.
Thanks again for watching UTD TV. For all things news, sports, and entertainment, visit us at www.utddtv.com. Go Comets!
Be sure to join us again in 2 weeks, and have a great day.